Alrighty. Time to... Not working. Okay. Now it's working. Alright. Perfect. Okay. So I have Audacity running because I might, when I put this up on YouTube later, you know, when I re-upload it to, not re-upload, when I export and I upload to YouTube, I might want to speed up certain parts or like replace the background music entirely, in which case I need to have a clean file of my audio, which I'm now doing by recording with Audacity while streaming. There we go. That was really difficult for me to explain for some reason, and I don't know why. Anyways. Oh dear. Alright, so I've got Helltaker music going. I'm gonna turn that down. There we go. Background stuff. Yeah. We got lolcats in the corner this time, because lolcats. I know how some of these streams sometimes can be a bit... I don't want to say dull, but I understand that there are moments where people can get bored while watching something like this, where it's an art sort of based stream. So, in an effort to, you know, help people who might want to stick around but maybe don't want to be bored, we've got lolcats as well. So then it can maybe help people like me who kind of can't handle just sitting there watching a stream that's mostly, well, not mostly talking, but there's a good amount of talking. Is my graphics tablet working? Hello? Where's my mouse? There it is. Let's see. No, my graphics tablet is not working. Do I care? I suppose not. I just won't use it. Okay, so use the creaky chair as always. We're going to be making little things. I'm not really sure exactly what I want to make, but we're gonna just so I've actually opened up a folder. Let's go here. Let's got on my desktop I have a folder labeled ideas where if I see something that looks interesting, I sort of just like I grab an image of it just for reference later to inspire me again. Like there's that one. There's this one which I found interesting. Oh, I got inspired by this shirt. Like I love this little like design to it, so I might have to do some sort of thing with that later. Not entirely sure, but sad bun. Bugs. Of course. Bugs for bun. No, be sad bun, be happy bun. But, well, yeah. Welcome, bun. Well, I know how you're doing actually, but yeah. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully, hanging out, having some fun will be helpful. I've also got some lands from Magic. I think that some of these look really interesting and could easily inspire me to do stuff. Like here, they've definitely taken inspiration from the bismuth crystals there. Like that looks like it's all made out of bismuth. Bismuth being a metal. those. Like, found this one really interesting. Here's another little like art piece someone made. Ooh, I've actually got a nice big image of all the different lands from a particular set, because I really like the way that Zendikar lands look. So some of these are really interesting. Like, that's a big notch with like some sort of, looks kind of geometric sort of shape in it. Oh, got some sort of like portal or arch thing there. Like, this is what I mean by like inspiration. I'm not saying there was the ran off before I'd give it. That's why you're sad? Aww. Well, just know that that means that the bunny is healthy and probably won't be caught by something because is careful. So yee, that's a good thing. If it sat there and didn't do anything, that almost would be reason for concern. But yeah, so I'm not 100% sure today, but I wanted to do something. Maybe we'll do landscape, because I do kind of need to make... This is a really interesting image. I wish I knew where I got this from, but yeah, really interesting. Giant chains holding up a floating island. That's awesome. Really cool. This one I've actually, like, I just put it up before, but this one, oh, it's not this one. Hold on, I gotta find it. This one's got it. This one's got it. That there. That's really interesting to me. I really want to make something like this. So maybe that's what I'll do today. Like something like that. Alright. So I guess we'll start with a sphere. Oh, how big of a sphere should it be? Bought four. Oh my goodness. Bought 4 boxes of Twinkies? That's quite a few. I need a conversion. Convert for me. Seconds. There. Convert for me. Meters to feet. So what size is a football field? A football field is 100 yards, or 160 feet. Hold on. No, it's 300 feet. Why did it say it's 160? Yeah, I didn't think that was right. 100 yards long between the goalposts and 160. Oh, it's 160 feet wide. Okay. Okay. So let's do about 200. So let's convert 200 feet. That gives us about 60 meters. So let's do 60 meters for this sphere. Hello, that's large. As you would expect. So this to be smooth. That might be pretty smooth. That size, but let's make it 42 and 28. 28 looks reasonable. 28 looks reasonable. I just wonder a bit more square. These look very much so like 26. Not that it matters if it's squares or not. I do my image not be inside. My image out here very large. Okay. So this is my reference image, and I think I'll take some inspiration from the other ones in this line here. If you're wondering what set this is from, just out of curiosity, it is the not Return to Zendikar. Dude, what was the new Zendikar set? Zendikar Rising? Is that right? Yes, it's called Zendikar Rising. And there weren't any Eldrazi this time, which is unfortunate because Eldrazi are interesting. You know, no Magic the Gathering then. Probably don't have any context for that, but still, they're interesting. So on sale, $1.50 a box. Oh, okay. $8 for 4 boxes. I guess I can understand why you did that, but also no, don't. So this seems to be all water, right? Like you got the water down here, got some rocks sticking out of it, you got water pouring out of all these other ones and such, and these crumbling buildings. But I don't see any plants other than like these couple of vines here. So I think what I'll do is I'll actually add in some of these little like spindly, I don't know if spindly is the right word, but like some more plants to this. Maybe some on top where it gets the most sun, and around here. I might not use this one as much, there's not a ton going on in there, but like this one's got some interesting stuff going on for plants, and maybe we'll make a couple of little platforms to reference this in some floating bits or something other than the main structure. But yeah. Okay, so now I kind of want to cut this. I want to cut it so that there's a bit of jagginess to it. Stream, this is my first ever art stream. Well, welcome to the art stream. Are you happy to be here? Or are you like, aw, art stream, darn. Go inside, please. There we go, now I'm inside. Side of here. Select a couple more there. Let's select big, weird part like that. Maybe have it go down further. That should be good. Alright, I'm ready. Delete vertices. Okay, so we have some. Oh, maybe faces. Switch over to faces. Up looking there and there. That's gonna work better. Delete the faces. There we go. Okay. So I think we gotta go lower. I don't think this. I could make that work. But I do want this to go a little bit lower. I want it to go. Where's the halfway point? Halfway is like here, right? Yeah, halfway is literally. Hello Mew, sorry I'm late. No worries, you're good. Jane, happy to be here. I'm very excited. Oh, cool. I'm glad you're excited. It does mean that I interact with everybody a little bit more because I'm not focused on a game. So, not that I ever ignore everyone while playing. I do my best to talk to stream. Okay, there are a lot of points there that. Thing is, because of the way that because of the way stuff works with streaming and whatnot, as a result of like copyright and whatnot, it tends to be just like one song or a couple of songs on repeat for the majority of the art streams, which for some people that's probably annoying. for me, it also kind of helps me more focus in on what I'm doing, because I'm very easily distracted by stuff. So, yeah. I know, hate Twinkies. I'm not a huge fan of Twinkies, in all honesty. I like some of the other products, like Ho-Ho's and stuff, like, you know, chocolate sort of fake cake things. Did I ever tell you guys the story of when I was at college and I bought red velvet cakes out of a vending machine? Though they were red velvet cupcakes out of a vending machine, and like, I was in physical pain after I ate both of them because there was so much sugar in them that, like, it kind of made me ill. It kind of made me sick from just how much sugar was in it. So you can see what I'm doing here. I'm actually, like, don't want to go that far, but I'm smoothing it out a little bit, which looks really good for some of this. Some of these parts look really good once I smoothed it. That looks alright. I'm gonna select the entire thing, as you do. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that with a modifier instead. So over here, I'm gonna select solidify. Let's do solidify. So what solidify is gonna do for me is it's gonna give me thickness. And I'm gonna say it's 1 meter thick. So there you go. You can see now that it has a little bit of thickness there. Did you miss your kitty? It's playing on loop, and it's got a randomized one. Like, it's randomized and looping, so there should be new stuff throughout. But yeah, I didn't actually add a caption to your kitty, so it won't be. Oh, I didn't realize that Bun had added whole cats, so I'll add those to. Fair enough. Love ho-hos. Like actual cake? They're like red velvet cupcakes. What does red velvet taste? Oh, I only know the band. Red velvet it's like a chocolatey sort of thing. Because right now that thing looks like a golf ball, took a bullet. Yeah, your kitty don't need no caption. Your kitty adorable. You know what? I'm gonna poke a little hole in the backside. I'm gonna poke a little hole right here. Go, boop. And now there's a little hole there. And then we're gonna select those and smooth and go whop. Whop? Yes, that is the sound that you make when you're doing that. Now it doesn't look natural though. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to make it more natural. I haven't really made many worlds and scenes of that nature. This still looks unnatural. Let's merge this point here, or more yet, better yet, let's just connect like this, slide this over. Subdivide. Basically just making it. No. Stop what I'm doing, undo that part. Doesn't do anything. What I need to do is subdivide these first, and then connect these up to these. That's what I was trying to do. And that will just give me more geometry at the top there. Let's see. If I smooth, it looks terrible. Alright, let's see. One moment. Not remesh. Where is it? No. No. I don't know. No, I mean, I do know why I'm doing that, but... 3. I don't like it. Sometimes forget how to fix things like this. But we'll leave it as flat for now. Anyways, you building a Death Star? No, I'm building something similar to this. That's the plan. I'm actually making a vrchat world, I guess. So it's going to be like this, but a world that you can run around in. So I feel like this is poking out too far. I'm gonna try and squish it in a bit. Oh, I've selected those down. There we go. Yeah, that looks better. Alrighty. Aren't the lolcats cute? Is everybody enjoying the lolcats? Okay. To be honest, I think we probably need that modifier to be thicker. Maybe 2.5 meters? 4 meters. Going outwards. Yeah. Yeah, that looks better. So inside of here, I'm going to have the water level be probably about here so that it can flow out. What's going on the bottom? Oh, I've squished things. Okay, I mean, that's fine. I do need to squish stuff a little bit later, make it look more natural, but that's a little too much squishing for my likings. Just grab these points, let's slide them back into place. I'm pressing G twice so it then follows its own line. This should squish these back into place enough that it's not going to be crazy. I mean, it's still not going to be perfect, but you can see not super crazy. I can also go ahead and select everything and do that same smoothing that I did before. Oop, didn't select everything. There we go. Same smoothing. Like that. Which will also smooth out that bottom bit a little bit. Hey Hunter, all the beans. Lots of beans. Okay, so I actually did at one point make a structure similar to this, but I'm not super happy with it, so we're not gonna use that. I'm not gonna bother searching for that right now. I'll just make a new one. We're gonna make a cube. How big should one of these little housing or structures be? 15 meters maybe? That look good? 15 meters looks a little large. 12 meters. Go with 12 meters. For those playing at home, 12 meters is 40 feet, just about. Got done doing another Terraria stream? Nice. Hey, Brad. Welcome, welcome. New, you ate my nose? Slim. Oh, okay. I was so confused for a moment. Not their nose. But yeah, we're gonna structure. I'm gonna turn off the sphere for a moment. We're gonna work on this. So are the lolcats too quick? Seems like they're constantly changing. Should I slow them down a little bit? Let me know what you think. I like these structures, but for vrchat world I don't think they're going to work as well. This one in the middle will probably work pretty well. What kind of thing is that? Looks like a archway with like maybe a way to go through it underneath. Also, I think let's bring my sphere back. I think what I want to do with the sphere is maybe grab some of these vertices here, do this so that I affect an area around them. A little down, out, out, and probably a little rotate. Grab a chunk. There we go. So now it's sort of falling over, you know, from stressors of the this part of it breaking and such, right? But I think I rotated it too far, so I'm gonna rotate it slightly. Move back in. Honestly, that's kind of a good way to make something look more natural, is you go ahead and take it, you push it out or do something weird with it, and then you try to return it back to its position without undoing it. Like, once you try to reposition it back, you're not going to get it back perfectly, but you'll get it back close enough most of the time that it will look more natural, but it won't be like, it'll look more natural because it's not perfect, because the computer gives you a perfect sphere. So if you're using a sphere or a cube, or try to return it back, and you'll get that it to look close, but not perfect. In nature, nothing perfect. We still got the bit there. Let's put back in. And then maybe I'll select all of these. I'll do a smooth. Oh. See? Now it's a little lumpy. I might fix that more later, but yeah. Muse, what you making? I'm making a vrchat world is the plan, and it's gonna be something similar to this. That's kind of the idea. I think flow is like one, two. There. So I increased it by 4,000 milliseconds. 4,000 seconds. Seconds. 4,000 milliseconds, like 0.06 seconds. That's 4 seconds. Okay. We'll see if that's better. You know what? Let's bring in another inspiration here. Like, I like this, but I want more. Far in. So there's what? Like there's this. Undo that. There. Bring this in better. Yeah, that works. Like there's this. Look at that. Super pretty. Super interesting. That's from Modern Horizons. Well, that world is gonna be cool when it's done. Yeah, hope so. For a second I thought I left Spotify on. Nice. Yeah, this is L Taker music. So that's oh yeah, we could bring in this image. This is from an older Zendikar set. You can see they definitely took inspiration when they were making theirs here. There's this. I don't know where this came from at this point, but really interesting. I don't remember where it came from. But I don't think I'm going to use it for reference. There's this one, which almost seems like it took inspiration from the same sort of stuff I'm taking inspiration from. Maybe less so now that I'm looking at it again. Ooh, we could do something like that though with the outside of the sphere. We could like make it crackly with like a normal map. That would be probably pretty cool. So I will leave that maybe cropped something. No. We'll just leave that off to the side. It actually would be pretty cool to also have a secondary sphere below it, slightly smaller, substantially smaller, but maybe instead of, would we decide on for this like 60 meters or something? I think this was. We can find out by just using the sphere again. Yeah, it was 60 meters. We could do like a, I don't know, a 10 meter one or something. It would be 1/6 the size. Maybe a little smaller than that. You get the idea. Let's bring in stuff. That one didn't work. About this one. That's Phyrexian. That's a completely different world. That's really interesting though. But I'm feeling like it might clash a little bit. Maybe. We can maybe have a structure in the middle of it that's being held up by stuff all around. That would mean that we cannot do the same sort of central thing here. Well, let's do both. Let's do both. There's nothing stopping us from doing both. So let's try both. Plus this is my own thing. It's not science. Yes, okay, this is actually the better image. This is more lands from the same set. Okay. So with this, better idea. Let's some stuff. Because all of these were meant to fit together in a theme of the planet. So by looking at these, a lot of the theming and stuff fits together better than if I look at random one, basically. Yeah, this one actually has more like plant matter and stuff like that than this one does. So this is kind of more what I'm going for with plants. Ooh, look at that. I like that structure. That looks really cool. Okay. Alright. Let's keep going with what we're doing though. Turn off the sphere. Make it another cube. Went inside this window. Ooh. Bigger. Select the bases. Right click. Extrude individual faces. Give us the notches. Push this in and extrude it down to give us full indentation there. We can probably just dissolve the no, we can't do that. Undo, because that would be n-gons. Let's create another cube. Let's bring it out this time. Whoop. I'm gonna rotate it around this axis 45 degrees. There we go. There we go. Let's matte cap this with something that'll look better for us to see. Depth of field? No, not depth. Oh, that's interesting. Cavity. I think that's the one that. Both. There we go. Alright, so that helps us with visualizing what is going on. You like that? What do you guys think? I think that's kind of an interesting little structure. Because that's honestly what I'm going for, is interesting structure. You know? It's cool you like it? Perfect. That's good. Go for a sphere, not a sphere, a cylinder. I will reduce substantially, maybe down to 16. Half a meter radius. Depth of maybe like 1. No, 2 is fine. Rotate it around this at 90 degrees and drag it. Here's my lightly. Could use that to cut a circular hole in there instead. Actually, why don't I cut several circular holes all matching this style? Or is that in there? Where's that? 5.25, let's go. Oh, nope. Said 5, didn't I? Duplicate right there. 5.25. Got it, okay. That's a different cylinder. Oh no, I gotta join the... Duplicate. Duplicate. That's the wrong one, that's why. 5.25. Perfect. 5.2. Negative 5.25. Okay. Those are all following the same rule. Honestly, those kind of look good as bits sticking out. I might actually do this. Mesh, separate that section. So that's separate. These are all together. And then I just slide those further. Yeah. Huh. I don't know. Yeah, I'm starting to like it less. I think I will actually use that to launch into the... Only a little bit for this. So I'll select this modifier, Boolean, select cylinder here, one. Apply, then I can just delete those, and now we have holes. Those look pretty good, those look pretty cool. Oh, how wide is that hole though? What was this cylinder again? That's a half a meter wide. Those are actually like, those are substantial. Those are not small. Let's look at our reference. Yeah. Problem is, these are not these are clearly not like meant for people to be living inside of them. They're more monuments or thing, and that's not exactly going to be working out for us for the most part. We need more things that people have to get a little creative. Some of these. First off, though, the bottom. Oh. Wait. Wait. There we go. Go to there. So that when I create a way for people to go inside, they can see nothing. Because of the other cube is here. I haven't merged. Actually, what if I get rid of this? Okay. And got rid of this. Those faces. Now, flatten that out. And I have down here, so if I were to select create a face like these do and then go around. Now that's separated. If I can add something interesting in here, like maybe, oh, hey, hold on, what if I extend this central part? Hold on. We're having a bit of a problem here because I can't see. Fine, well, but I had matcap for that I could see. Oh, is it? Did I not extrude this? Oh. Wait, no, we're upside down. Okay, there we go. Really confused. Okay, so if I do that, it pokes through there, so then I take it back a bit. And now, if we look, zoom out a little bit, that's now a pillar connecting to there. So it goes through here and connects into the other part there. And then if I were to click this, the whole linked part, which is just that, mesh, separate section, go. This are like to this one, it's only connected at that small. I think that's actually it. Cylinder. So then we go apply. And now if we hide this part and hide this part, we can see that that's made that there. And go like this. Select all the points. Make sure we fully have selected. And make it bigger. So 1 point. Make it 1.1. The 1.1 on both of those. Not this one because we don't want it deeper. That can stay as 1. And then Alt H to bring everything back. So then there's now There's now a hole around it, as if it's a pillar stuck inside of a hole. Look at that. That's cool. Granted, that's probably details I don't need that are just gonna make everything more complicated, but it looks cool. Yeah, no, I should probably just add that with a normal map now that it's not really gonna be seen. Yeah, no, we shouldn't have that. Gotta think about optimization. Optimization. Dissolve. Now it's gone. Alright, so here's the thing. Excuse me. Alright. So that's not at the origin. Let's... Actually, first off, let's connect that to... There we go. Now I don't even need to worry about that. However, we do need to select everything here within this part. There we go. I'm selecting all of that because what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate that mesh. Because then I can... Here. We'll put one on the other side. Apply. And then from there, we duplicate, rotate on this axis 90 degrees. There we go, now we have 4. One on each side. Kind of neat. Okay. I think I want a ledge for this to sit on. This part. Will take away from the fact that it's space there though. Won't be able to see that. I put it on a ledge, it wouldn't be able. Spaces though. I'm gonna subdivide. Times. Nah, let's not subdivide. Instead, let's just loop cut. Let's do 6. Yeah. That's 6 loop cuts. Now, we've got different sections. We've got this section here. Goes up to there. Throughout these, let it remain flat, and that's now a bit of a ledge going inward. But I select points. Scale this. Scale it inward. Drop it down like this. Kinda looks like it's resting on that part now. This up again. one. Now that part out further. Okay. I think it looks good with these intake. I'd create another couple of them. Okay. Now what can I do? Well, I think I need a top to this. So like select it, grab our two edges, push those in. That can be our top edges. Let's grab all the edges. Just scale it out slightly. Then these two edges, or than the other. So it's overhanging. Yeah. Actually, delete that. Use the cube itself to do that. The main structure. This. Ah! I hit the Windows key instead of X or Control or something? I don't know. I don't remember what I was trying to push at the time. Yeah, something like that. Very cool. Alright, let's do something with that. Select all of those faces. That one. That one. Then right click. Extrude individual faces. That lets me do that. Let's do 0.5. But yeah, 0.25 look better. 0.5 again. 0.25. I like that. I don't know why, but I like it. Something interesting. That I'm gonna bump out these parts. Being Z the same. I was supposed to pay attention to the sizing. Ooh, hold on. I kind of like that better. 1.25. And do it to all of them. Right? Five. And I got lucky. Yep. 1.25. Kind of looking more sci-fi. Not super happy with it. I think I need some like pictures of runes. I get some root. Okay, so maybe Atlantis. Atlantis ruins. No, those aren't helpful. They'll all be. Greek isn't exactly what I'm going for. Neither is Egyptian. I don't think Roman would either. Here we go. What is this? So like I want like the dug into the side of the mountain. Actually, that would be really interesting. That would be really interesting to have it be filled. In my swamp. Oh no. Well, hold on. Let's get rid of these. Turn all of those off. Bring our sphere. What if? Oh, sorry, yawning. What if the sphere was never hollow before? What if it was a solid block of stone? What if it was a solid stone sphere that was floating? And it was due to them digging into it that the water pooled, collected, streamed through it, and eroded it. So then it would have very like distinctive sort of like grooves along all of the like roadways and such that you'd have. What I probably should do, I probably maybe map it or figure out what kind of buildings I want. What is the average size road though? Average art road. No. Average road, preferably in. Okay. Widths of vehicle lanes typically vary from 2.7 to 4.6 meters. I'm going to go on the low ball. I'm going to say the roads are 2.5 meters. Maybe even 2 meters. 2 meters version. That's 6.5 feet. Probably the 2.5 meters. So 8 feet across. That makes sense to me. Okay. Okay. No books, but I'll accept the hugs. Ah! Okay, so let's make it a circle. Let's make a sphere. Not a sphere, a cylinder. My goodness. We want it to be... Nope. Honestly, we... Radius of 60 meters. There we go. We need to increase that substantially. Actually, no, we don't. Well, a little bit, but not as much. The reason why we don't have to hit 60 point. Now it's inside the wall. Mostly. Ah, shoot, it's gone. Okay, bring that back. Or. Oh, I also pushed out that section, so I'm gonna have to play with that to get that to be right. Plus this isn't gonna stay flat either. Just 32 for now is fine. We'll add more geometry to where it's needed. The depth is going to be... Let's just depth. Let's do 5. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Okay, that's better. Looks good. It is colliding into the wall back here, so I will have to that. But this is going to be a good start. I've made a mistake. That needs to be separated. Need to be in object mode when I make it. Cylinder. There. That's... You can see it's not as deep now because it was duplicating it. Ban, you're denying of boops. How dare. How dare you try to ban me? Grab those. The one there. Grab points where it's most needing it. Alright, and then we're gonna grab all of these. We're gonna grab the ones we didn't grab. Those down. Going on? Oh, that's because of that. That's fine. That's fine. We don't need to worry about that yet. Oh, we will have to worry about it, but not quite yet. That down. This is the road. This is not the water, so it has to be further down. Actually, new plan. New plan. Just make a giant plane. Okay. Well, we'll subdivide it. We'll subdivide it a few times. Then we're gonna rotate it this way. Rotate it this way. Part. Bend that part down. So I'm gonna have to hook up something to this. So then, like, you can run around inside, and like this is a outlet that you can sort of peek out of, like you can look out through. There will be water coming out, so maybe the water will come up to like, water would come up to like your hips or something, and you could look out through this opening, but you wouldn't be able to fit out. I don't know. We're banned the music. Me on video, look at me. Here I am. That's my face cam. That's about how my face cam would go. Okay. So this is good. This is good. Not quite so much on that. Then I can... No, wait. Boolean. Select the sphere. Got a word. No. Extrude it down. Select all of them. Why is this happening? No. Everything. Now extrude down. No. Stop. Stop it. No. Okay. That's like that. Well, actually, I kind of need this to not be quite so low. Shoot. Okay, hold on. No, you know what? No, that's fine. Oh. Okay, so that works. Apply it. Now let's select this. It's a mess. And I kind of knew it would be, so select all that linked. Destroy it. And select this fully. Scale it out a little bit, and there we go. How many points is it? Oh dear, is it really honest? Okay, good. Alright, so that made a 302 triangle structure here for me. Can I remesh this? Can I remesh it so that it's maybe better? Because in the center there, voxel quad. Voxel size 1 meter. What else? What else can we? Sculpting mode. Sphere. What happened there? Oh, that's the top cutting through to the bottom. Fine. This is what I'm trying to fix. See, look at that edge. Yeah, it's... Oh. eyes are growing heavy. I should sleep. Good night. Good night. Take care and thanks for hanging out. You can see the end result of this probably sometime soon. I'll post it somewhere. I'll maybe post it in the Discord group. And then I'll post it also. I'll post it on YouTube in the next couple of days, probably. Next few days, let's say. A bunch of things going up on YouTube soon. Just things that I streamed in the past. Like a bunch of Terraria streams, Valheim streams. I gotta play more Valheim still. Probably gonna be the next stream will be Valheim. Solving those edges actually helped a good bit, making this not so crazy. Why not have a top? I only have a bottom now. Where's the top? Okay. Well, what if I click on... Yeah, we do have a top. It's just one face now instead of many. I was gonna say multiple. Rise to quads. Triangulate, that's not good enough. Hoping that'd be good, but that's not good enough. Try just some of these, pointing them up. Alright, let's do this quick. There should be like them to merge, we'll merge them. Anywhere where there isn't really one, we'll just connect them up. Probably we'll connect these up straight across like the those will come dragging down a little bit. Down a little. Connect that to there. Connect that to there. Just doing this a little bit quickly. I can always retopologize this later. I actually got a tool for that that'll probably... So I just gotta make sure... But really it's just the top that I actually really should be worried about. I think that's how we're gonna do. We're gonna just go across, connect them up. Up by one. There is more than likely a better way to do this, and there's probably a quicker way and all that. I'm being silly by doing it this way, but don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Not great. But it is giving me at least, well, it will give me cubes to work with. Kind of. join. That one worked out better. Cross. Cross. So this is becoming quite large now. Where we like 410, 422. I mean, that's still nothing. Very small, especially for world. World stuff can be a little bit more high res than Avatar for certain things. Don't want to go too crazy. So that's now our little disc. Magnificent glory. Is that a sharp line? Okay, so let's bring on our sphere again. Make sure that nothing looks bad. Make sure everything some distance inside. One's actually outside. Back in. Basically, we just want to make sure that they intersect. And actually, probably a way I could do that, using another modifier, I could go like this, Boolean, select this, only where they intersect, hide this one, and there we go. Since that's a ring, I know that they are intersecting everywhere. Because if there was any space where they weren't intersecting, actually do real quick. See? Now the ring is broken. So I know since they're a completed ring, it's all intersecting. Now that doesn't tell me if it's on the outside, so what I could do, difference, okay, and then I scale it up. Yeah, so we can see it's on the outside there. So since it's not got any floating bits outside, we know that. In addition to it being intersecting, it's also not pushing outside. Beautiful. Okay, I'm glad I figured out that that was the way I could do that. Alright. Oh wait, I think the remesh thing is just, like, I just need to do it now. Ooh. Ooh. Made very janky corners. I always like that. But also, it made it 5,000 tries. That's not. Seeing, like, how it interprets it. Some of this is kind of cool. I could just, like, number of faces, keep it under 600. Go boop. And then it now has more evenly distributed those. In all honesty, I could do that across the top and not do it across the bottom. Also, it kind of failed in its task of keeping it under 600 because it's now at 1,136, so maybe do that. We'll do that some other time. I'll use the tool that's not within Blender, standalone. Quick mesh or remesh, something like that. You know what, I'm gonna put this in with the little cats. I'm gonna put this in with the lolcats because that's kind of there. Alright, we'll see if we see that. Oh dear. Alright, yeah, that's fine. No worries. Ooh. It would be kind of cool to have a whirlpool below my little floating island sphere here. Okay, so I've decided that the way that I want my ruins to look is I want them to look like they were cut into the sphere. So the sphere also needs to be less smooth now. Reason why it needs to be less smooth because it needs to look like it was dug out. Especially towards the back wall. They like. Now, unfortunately, I haven't yet applied this outside layer. So I kind of have to apply that in order to start pushing and pulling the pieces. So I think I probably will do. So now it's actually got that geometry. So if I pull this, you can see it has affected the outside. Oh, wait. How did I both sides? Oh, because I had selected the point beforehand. Right, okay. If I select the point now, I do that. See, yes, it has pulled it in, but not as much as it's done on the inside. Pull it back out. Alright, our sphere is looking a little more lumpy, which is kind of good. Over here, I kind of want to fix this. That fixed it some. Yeah, that worked out pretty well. When I smooth it, like, you can hardly see that that's even done, because when it's smooth, it will lose a lot of the detail of stuff. I know what I mean. I'm just having trouble explaining it. Okay, I wanted a sphere below it, so make that now, because why not? I said a 10-meter sphere, I think. You know, that honestly looks like a decent size. Let's drag it down. I can always shrink it. It is too detailed, though. let's drop it down to 32 by 20. Maybe 16. Make it 8 meters. And drag it down. That looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool. I like that. Now I'm gonna place a cone there. You might be wondering, why am I placing a cone? I will in a moment after I've made it. So. Gotta give it the right dimensions first. Nope, not cylinder. Cone. Nope, I want that to be better. $180 down. Place it on the bottom. Bigger until it's big. Okay, so thereabouts. Okay, because what I'm thinking is I can give this a water texture, and then we can have water streaming down onto the cube, onto the sphere, I mean to say. Streaming down onto the sphere, across the surface of the sphere, and then down off of the sphere. Okay, so I probably want this cone to be like that. I want to have a second layer through the cube. I keep calling it a cube for some reason, because I'm trying to talk while I'm doing stuff. My brain don't work that way. One thing at a time, darn it. Alright, let's see. So, extrude. You can see that there's 2. That probably would be easier just to extrude it slightly inside. See that not a lot of distance there. A little more. Also turn off. We did. Since this is going to be a transparent thing, I don't really want to make it too. Oh. So. I don't want this here. I want the outside. This instead. Let me separate these two. Separate section. So now we have the outside layer as a separate one than the inside. Hard to see, but we've selected the outside, not the inside. So what I'm thinking is, I can select just a ring. There we go. What I'm thinking is, go extrude up, out, and we're around there, right? And then the whole top of the cube here, from here up, probably isn't necessary. That just reduced it? That just reduced my poly count. And also on the very bottom here, that down, maybe even that off. Okay. Quick face.
Yeah, I was thinking something was wrong. Okay. So, like the entire thing. Normals. Flip. Then I'll just change the couple of red ones here. Mesh, normal, flip. One more. There we go. Okay, so now that's facing the right way out. Hide that. That's also right way out, so that's good. And yeah, so now that will look like water to an extent. I mean, I might want to add another thing. Okay. There we go. Okay. Because what we'll do is we'll have water rushing down the sides, and it'll be like clinging to the sphere, as it would. So it will be clinging to the sphere, and it'll be dripping down from the sphere over this other smaller sphere. The smaller sphere will look different in texture. I'm not sure if I want to go sci-fi or not, but basically this outside one will be mostly transparent because it's going to be water, and I'll have like a dripping particle effect or something like that. So then that will all look water-like. Should look good. I feel like I've seen something like that before. Now that I'm thinking. Actually, just look at water droplets. I bet that they'll probably wonder it's a big water droplet above a smaller water droplet, and that would give a similar effect. Except this is many times bigger. So carving in wall the plan. Happen. So I am still probably going to use the one that I made. Maybe not in that same. Maybe not the same way that I made, but I'll use probably something like that. Sorry, I'm also looking through images. Dug out ruins. That's more what we're. On the walls. I mean, we already want. Like, have to make like it's carved out. The outside maybe will be a lot. As if this rock was always a perfect dug in kind of already be made.
Okay.
Okay, I think I got some ideas. Let's start with more cubes, of course, because cubes are everything. We'll hide the outer sphere and that sphere as well. And I do kind of want a distinction between these at this point. Not really getting the Mac. See if I can apply a material to this that will make it look like, to an extent. Turn off base normals. There we go. And we'll go into fading. I'll add a noise texture. You know what? Let's get a couple of noise texture. This. Probably this metallic quick. Maybe not metallic. Secular. Oh right, isn't there a use? That look. Oh, because it's white. That could work. Oh. I just need the other thing that I actually was looking for before. What was the... Not a hue. It's, X shader? Oh. See, that might be fun. That in there. And duplicate that in the other color. That into the base color. That did not work. Didn't like that. Let's not do that. Alright, let me try the thing that I'm trying to look. That's not it. Ah, that render. Can't remember for the life of me. What was it? Do color something. Light fall off. That work? This isn't what I wanted, but would this work? I mean, kind of. I feel like this other one's redundant. Supposed to be quick ground, but it's not quick. It's not quick at all. And just scale it up. Alright, we got sand-ish material. Does this matter? Not really. A little bit. Let's trim that. Roughness all the way up. Lightly. Mix. X is fine, whatever. This is fine. I wasn't really planning to do. Plan here is. How big is this cube? About for 12 meter. Let's see. 12 meter is 40 foot. That seems. Wait, that's one side. So that would be kind of large. Let's go for like 100 square feet. That would be 10 by 10 foot. So 10 feet would be 3 meters. So let's do, you know, make it a little bigger. 3.25 meters. Which gives us a 7. Oh, whoops. Gives us a 3.25. There we go. 10.66 foot room. That's measuring the wall. Now we can start building. We're gonna have a lot of buildings if they're this size. I don't want them to be too crooked because I still want people to be able to go and not have it be too annoying, but I will make it slightly crooked. So this is going to be a solid piece of rock is the plan, and then I will carve into it. So actually no, let's make the no, that's not the way. I mean it is, but that's not what we're currently making. We're currently going to make the inner. So we probably don't need it to be quite so tall. About half. That's not what I want. Lower. That makes right. Okay. Have to eyeball it. That's fine. Because half of 10 feet would be 5 feet, so we actually do more than half. Hold on. Yeah. Scale it up a little. Okay. Right, we're in the ground a good bit. That's okay, just raise it more. Because we can just say that they flattened the ground, which makes sense. Like, a little bit's fine because you gotta figure that and be able to access all of the rooms. They're supposed to be ruins. That would make sense. Over. Think about how I want to do this. How do you go from one room and like obviously a doorway, but like I'm wondering like how would that door. All right, so I've got another image of that. Oh wait, no. Kind of filed it. it's a file that's word. Oh, because we're in the. There we go. Alright, so we got this image. That's kind of helpful. That image looks pretty helpful too. Yeah. Oh, we want to see inside or something like that. Fantasy ruins would be more helpful. No. Nope. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, stuff like this. Where'd that go? Nope. Looking up through and finding a lot though. Some of these other images. Just because. Where'd it go? Okay. Carve out more spaces. Just this. Just dissolve that for now. I've turned it inside out, haven't I? Yep, I've... The fuck? Okay, let's just undo a bunch. There, okay. Okay. Another one here. You know what, this seems like a better way of doing this. It's like, create the spaces, then figure out how to connect them later. Don't worry about connecting them up in the beginning, connect them up later. That seems good. This wonky, no wonky buildings. That's a good. This is flattening the floor and flattening the ceiling, but those aren't quite so bad. Side, you can also fix on this side. We fix the ceiling in this. think this ground is maybe just too steep, really. We need to grab and drag it down. I'm trying to flatten it, and then I'm dragging it back down. So, scale, flatten, dragging it down. Thinking that's gonna make wood. Yes, okay. So we have lowered it a bit. Gotta drag these down. And let's see, how much flatter is it? Yeah, it's definitely flatter. This one, maybe like, I want this one to connect up to the, so that's fine. Okay. Adding slight imperfections, making some slightly taller than others. And this one go back. That could be. Oop. Okay. Like that these aren't all lining up perfectly. I'm gonna make this a little bit. Slide it back a bit. Alright. This one. Internal space. I gotta remember internal space, so. Make it slightly long. Not as long as that one. Duplicate all of these. Gotta rotate. Now I gotta bring them down. Down. Put it out a square a bit, but. Random rotations are probably also get some more randomness. Nice. Okay. That looks pretty good. So, increase the size of all of them slightly. If I duplicate these, these over, like in this way. Okay. If I scale these up, select points over, select the top points, drag those back down so that they have more consistent height. It makes a very different looking building. And again, outside spaces, so it's not like people will be able to recognize perfectly, oh hey, this building's interior is exactly the same size as that building's interior. Like, no, nobody's really gonna do that. Plus, I'm not gonna make all of these accessible. Some might just have the impression of doors. Also, I think I need to make them all bigger again. Okay. I've made a giant thing. Made a very giant thing. Because these rooms, these rooms aren't tiny rooms. They're not that small. Okay, I need to bring in something for... I need to bring in something. Hold on. Bring in her. Ah! I made this a little too big, I think. Holy heck, this is a giant thing. Scale is important, people. Okay, let's Let's delete all those ears, all the armature. Oh, that was a bad idea. Leave the armature. The ear. I need the... Okay. Scale you up a little. Wait. Ah! The problem. They become giants. Once you... Right, no, we need them for scale. So bring them back. Make them normal size. Alright, so that's your average size Nanachi. So if I bring you over, bring this over. I put it inside one of these rooms. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, I know Nanachis are small, but hey, they're not that small. Oh no, these rooms are giant. These are giant rooms. Ball. Put 2 Nanachis on top of each other. That's your average size. Yeah, there we go. That's your average size avatar, probably. Maybe. It's this tall. It's very tall. Okay. Everything. Shrink it slightly vertically. Actually, no. No, we're not. Back in the sphere and stuff. I gotta shrink everything down. Everything must be smaller. Made a mistake. And I find it way too funny. Oh gosh, okay. Half the size? Oh, 0.6 size. Do 0.5. We'll do 0.5. Okay. All that. Hide it again. Oh, wait, where's my... Back. That's the houses. Houses. Land. Beer. Hide this. Oh, I've scaled this down. Okay, delete it. Just bring it in again. There. Okay. Eat. Gasp. Oh. Okay. Alright, actually, I thought the rooms were still huge. They're not. They're good size. They're good size. I mean, I'll have to scale them up slightly, but they're not giant. Okay. So, let's just get rid of on the outside. Select all of them. Drag them this way slightly. Make them bigger. Probably drag them forward. Once I bring in this here, that's gonna probably, yeah, that almost bumps in a couple of them. Which isn't exactly a problem, but it's also probably will make it probably will make it more difficult for me. Okay, I need to stop yawning. I like this house. Alright, I'm making this. It's the inside area. Better keep that in mind. Inside area. Actually, wait, hold on. If I were to move it like this, then I were to change it to normal. Not normal. Oh. What? There we go. Okay. 0.15. 0.25. Go. Oh, this is mute. Overhang. Overhang it a bit. 0.4. Nope. How about a full meter? No. Not quite. 0.5. Like the average of them. Still feel like there's too many buildings. I mean, it is supposed to be like a city. It'd be more like a town size. Oh, I should have asked this question before I started building it. Looks very, very clustered, I gotta say. So, with that in mind, I'm gonna shrink it further. I thought I measured this and it was less than a football field. Hey. It's radius. It's radius. It's radius. I forgot it was radius. Okay. So it was twice as big as I was expecting it. I meant for it to be 60 meters, so it's actually 120 meters. Now, a 60, 200 foot, 20 meter is like 400 almost. 60 meter, 200 feet, that doesn't make sense for what I'm seeing. If I make something that is 60 meter, that big, that is a 60 meter cube, which the sphere now is able to be basically within, and that's only 200 feet. Take that, it's actually 196. So 196 feet. Calculate. Calculator, 196 feet. Divide that by 10, or like 10 buildings, let's say. That make each building 19.6 feet wide. I think the reason why I'm having trouble with these are rooms, not buildings. So let's say 2 to 3 rooms. That's 1 building, 2 buildings, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, all right. No, that makes more sense now. Now that I'm thinking of it like that, this makes more sense. Because what I think was wrong is that because I'm seeing them as blocks, my brain's just going, yeah, that's a building. One of those are individual. So that's why my scale is off. My mind. But it's actually not off in the modeling. Now that I've done size reduction by 50%, because now this is actually 60. Okay, all right, no, we're good. We're good. Back to what I was doing, I guess. Okay, so headcanon for these people. They are intelligent enough to have made their way to this location. They have built buildings on it, on this giant floating sphere, and built buildings on this giant floating sphere, and then they've built monuments to whatever, right? Their gods, their something, I don't know. They've built these monuments and such. We're gonna put up a few monuments, take up this area. Okay. So the buildings need to look well made, but they need to look run down, as if they no longer. Good. So, like, not quite sci-fi route. I don't think we're going for quite sci-fi. Like, people that would be more intelligent than us, sort of thing. We're not really going for that. We're going more for, like, I think, like, ancient Egyptian sort of, like, how the heck did they build the pyramids? But then, like, their actual houses were not to the complexity and the accuracy of the pyramid. Their actual buildings were a little bit worse, let's say. Which I think is, honestly, I think that's an accurate statement to make. Anyways, but yeah. So by doing this thought process, we can sort of rationalize that these buildings should look pretty good. They don't have to be perfectly straight, because all of their high accuracy and everything is going to be going into their monument. They're building more towards the back. I like the idea of them having dug into this though. So like maybe over here, remnants of like a opening that they had created, like a worn down bridge like hanging, and then like a second bridge that they've created more recently that hasn't had the water run through it and everything. Maybe would be a possibility. Would be cool. I do still like the idea of having like some tunnels and stuff going on but I am starting to think that maybe I shouldn't in fact should maybe do it more at I'm doing the buildings where the buildings are going to cut into the area. Man. Getting quite crazy though. So, if that's like 10 houses, let's say. That's like 10 houses. Then this whole thing. Grab plate real quick here. Okay, we got 20 houses. Save 30 houses. Maybe we'll do a set on the ceiling. That's 40 houses. Give or take a few. Which actually probably just move those over there. So let's say 40 houses. 3-4 people per household. What? 120 people? Small now. I think we'll need some rooms below the other rooms. The thing is, I also don't want this to be... Okay, here's my dilemma and why I'm even, like, so worried about, like, scale with this and everything. I've been in big worlds in VRChat. Most of the big worlds, which is understandable, I'm not saying that they shouldn't be this way, but most of the big worlds tend to be not very detailed. Like, looks impressive on paper, looks impressive from a distance. When you actually get up to it, it's not that impressive. There's nothing really there. There's no like lived in feel, right? So the thing is, you'd want to make smaller worlds so that they can feel more alive, right? In theory. Or at least that's where I'm trying to go with it. I want it to be a smaller world so that it feels more lived in. So that I can spend the time on the details and stuff to make it feel. But I still want it to feel big without being annoying to wander around, you know? Because, like, you don't want it to be so big that when you wander around, you don't know where your friends are and such. So it has to be small enough that you can find your friends quickly, but big enough that it feels large. So it's a very, very big back and forth thing here. Like, make it bigger, make it smaller, make it bigger, make it smaller, sort of feel. I is not a mallow. No, you are not. Not you little cat. Adorable. Okay. Go away, cubes. Go away. Got building to do. We might want to keep that one. No, let's keep a cube as reference of it. Yeah. We want to build close to it, but not too close. So we'll make a cube for reference size of the area around it that shouldn't be touched. Make it low so that it pokes out on sides, but I don't need to worry about it being in the way, because this is in the way. Now that's not in the way. So I can build up almost to this. Like, I can build up to it now. So, right up to the edge. And then I'll have plenty of space when I go back. This. Yeah. Good. Awesome. So this is gonna be... I should name some of these things. We got the, spacing. I feel like there's supposed to be an E in that. Oh. Oh, right, there's two of these together. Okay, join those together. There we go. Outer detail. Same as this. No, that's the tower. Tower. Outer. Have an outer detail 1 and outer detail 2. Just combine that onto the tower. Water. Combine it on here. Small sphere. That onto the sphere. Spacing is fine on its own. Land is fine. This is fine. All of this would probably be in a different collection. Ref. Go, put the lighting in there too. Okay. All this stuff got left behind. All of this stuff can be deleted. Actually, in all honesty, I only body the armature can go away. Eat. Where's the body? Drag it back in. There we go. And there we go. Okay, now I have a body that's not as annoying to move around. What is going on? Okay, the fingers have become terrifying things, so let's just not worry about that though. Fair enough. Okay, so see, so this is the thing with scale. So here we go. Let's get our perspective. You're the avatar. This. Not rotating around it. There we go. Just trying to get like a perspective from you. Okay, good. Now we're actually at the height. Alright, so now that we're at the height of... This isn't quite right. Whatever. Okay. So... Stuff is gonna... I'm gonna have to have like a playable area. So the playable area should probably be not as See, so now I want to scale it down because it feels like there's too much space here. I guess I will scale it down again, somewhat. Off that. Build that. Drag the body in. Well, if I have it again, that'd be 30 meters. Let's have it again. We're down to 30 meters. 30 meters. Meters is 98 feet. Bring back in reference thing. Our body. Also, everything is back quite a bit forward. Up. I kind of want central, the like center here to be just in front of that. I feel that's a good spot for it. Go, okay. Reference. Okay, this feels better. This feels much more in terms of scale. Still super huge looking. Like in terms of like height. So huge. But so that you have like the ooh, look at how giant it is. It's so cool. But not as big as it was. Did I scale the person too? Why does it look like it's actually pretty similar to the size of before? Delete the person. Delete the Nanachi. Get out of here. Go away. Re-import. Confirm that we've got the right sizing. I got the right size. Hold on. What? I feel like I didn't shrink it that much. I shrank it by half, so it should be 30 meters. Oh, 15 meter would be half. Because it's the radius. Yeah, that's like a 30 meter sphere there. Inside size is about 30 meters. Right? $7.5. Port person again, bring in the tail, why not? Okay, I can work with it. 30 meter divided by 0.75. Alright, sorry, times 0.5. That's 22.5 meters. 22.5 meters is 73 feet. Just about 74 feet. I'm thinking I should probably end the stream. Go. I gotta go stuff. Oh. Well, I think I am gonna end the stream. Let's. Already two. Probably not gonna be that. Oh, Shadowed stream. Okay, let's raid Shadowed. They're a good bean. Let them know they are. Be good, everybody. Thank you for hanging out and everything. I hope you had fun. Hope you care. Hope you're good. Yeah. Next time, let me read. Shadowed scare. Okay. Take care, everyone. I'm gonna probably work on this a bit more in a bit. I won't stream it, but I'll post like how it's. But yeah. Bye, everybody.